Home for third was Our Star. Then came Two Ton Cherry.
That was Invercargill back on May the 15th, the last start for Our Star when it ran third. Its best race for some time. Got checked early, as you saw, just battled up the straight, was 457 metres in the 3:30 today, and from the inside very rarely draws number one. Our Star must be a chance. Let's have a look at the weight alterations for the day. As we look throughout the card, and there is a greyhound in here that's down 1.1 kilogram, and that's number 8, Coaster Boy, minus 1.1 kilogram on its last weight. In race number 3, number 1, He's a Cracker, is down 1.2 kilogram, and 7, Calm Angel, is up 1.5 kilograms. In the 4th, number 2, Andar, is down 1.5 kilogram. That 1.5 is the maximum that a greyhound can be up or down in weight. Race number 5, a couple of changes here. Number 2, it's not actually Jumbo Jewel in that race. 8, Dawn Chorus, is down 1 kilogram. 2, Elude, it is. Number 2, Elude, is down 1.1 kilogram. In the 6th, number 7, Miss Compadre, down 1.1, seems to be a favourite number today. In the 9th today, number 5, Twisty Vine, is down 1.4 kilograms, it's just inside the allowable maximum. And in race 10, 5, Cracker Fella, is down 1 kilogram. Weight alterations throughout the day at QE2 Park. We've got the all clear for race number 2, the Otago Sprint. The favourite is Our Star, $2.60 and $1.75. Goes from the inside. We'll need to jump cleanly. Has the box to do it, no doubt about that. Last few being lined away. And they'll be set to go in the second of the day. About a minute behind time. Gary Cleve waves the all clear through, round at the 330-metre boxes. Bunny on the move. And with his call on race 2, here's Trevor Wilkes.
Already. And racing. Caught them well too. Our Star jumped out well, as did God's Jewel going up on the outside. In between them, Rubomania. Getting around the outside, Coaster Boy, and then Starker Jet. Back behind them, Ukulele Man, and outside that, Winston. Heading for home, and Our Star's doing it well. The favourite in front and kicking hard, and down on the inside, Rubomania trying to pick it up, but Our Star too good. The punter's right on the mark. Our Star got there. Rubomania, God's Jewel. They're followed by Coaster Boy. On the fence, Starker Jet. Out wide, a Ukulele Man, and well back Winston, and a long way back to Riverland Prime, the last across.
And the second today is taken out by the favourite, number 1, Our Star, and Strategic Investment, after an inglorious start on the first, comes up trumps on the second with half the trifecta. There's Dave Bush taking the favourite off the track. Let's have a look at how it began brilliantly. The inside, Our Star. Dave Bush's other runner, number 6, God's Jewel, you can see gets into its work early too. And through on the inside, we're trying to squeeze between them, is number 2, Rubomania. That's Bruce Dan's charge that we were talking about prior to the race. Whipping up and around the outside, there is a Coaster Boy, number 8, to head the others. Then we've got Starker Jet closer in. Ukulele Man heading the others back there with Riverland Prime. But coming to the corner, Our Star in front, kicking hard too. Up by about 2 lengths at this stage. Rubomania takes the short way the inside. In behind them, God's Jewel only battling now. Greyhound tailed right off in this particular race. It was Riverland Prime out the back, well back. Down they come though, and Our Star in control, the favourite, and strides to a comfortable win in the end. There it is. Gets there about 2.5 to 3 lengths. 19.38 the time, 19.38, second over there, 2 Rubomania, 6 God's Jewel third. Let's have a look at the head-on. We might see what happens to Riverland Prime here. Number 4 gets away all right, then gets a cramp there as Ukulele Man comes across. In the meantime, God's Jewel out wide, number 6, you can see, is going well. So is Our Star the inside. Riverland Prime may have broken down at that point, went back several lengths. Didn't do it all at once though, so this may have broken down. Let's hope not for its sake. So get on round the bend, all the others around safely, but the favourite's in front, and Our Star goes on to score. Number 1 on the red rug, Our Star, a white and brindle dog by Tungsten Talk out of Keyed Up, is raced by Dave Bush and Irene London, trained by Dave Bush at Cust. Cunty's race number 8, time to go at 3:15 today. Let's have a look at the latest market while we await the result of race 2 from QE2. It's the Franklin Club Syndicate 1400. Number 1, The Jumper, currently at 8.55 and 3. Number 2, Call Me Melody, 7.50 and 2.45. 3, Mr. Mina at 8.75 and 3.45. Number 4, Musket Cove, 12.10 and 4.35 is out. 6, Brightside, 14.25 and 5.05. 7 is Bro Armedius at 9.85 and 3.55. 8, Fancy Sandy, 14.55, 3.85. 9 is PGB, 19 and 7.50 the money. 10, Rob Stream, 5.35, 1.55. And number 11, Rose Air, completes the field, 3:20 and 1:05. That's the favourite, the Franklin Club Syndicate 1400 from Pukekohe. Time to go at 3:15. After the break, we'll be back at QE2 Park, bring you the result of race number 2.
To the 200.
Gold Rose has more of that conserved power than any horse I've been on.
Running on well, and then Mr. Queeler, but Gold Rose has grabbed about 3/4 of a length on Jet Ball with 100 to go. Olsen trying to coax him to the line. He doesn't want to knock him about. He's too classy, Gold Rose. Gold Rose beat Jet Ball or Dancing Dynamite, which flew along the fence in the last.
Gold Rose, a magnificent specimen of power and grace, now standing at Westbury Farm. Phone Russell Warwick today for details.
For the complete hour of harness racing excitement from throughout New Zealand, join Karen Bisbee and the Trackside team at 8:30 every Friday night. Wednesday's the day. The Greyhound Pick 6 gives you the chance to win big on the dogs. Pick 6 runs each Wednesday on the last 6 Greyhound races. And the easy way to play is with a Pick 6 easy bet. Just $4 could win you a fortune on the Greyhound Pick 6.
Welcome back to Wednesday Trackside, QE2 Park in Christchurch. Weather seems to be improving too and holding its own after some drizzle this morning. And let's have a look at race number 3, which is the next coming up. We haven't got the result through of race 2 yet, but it will be with us shortly. Race 3 is the Southland Sprint for Class 4 and 5 sprinters, 330 metres, and it's the first leg of today's TAB treble. Number 1, He's a Cracker for Ray Adcock, opens short, 2 even and 45 cents only the place. 2, Chariot Delight returns to the racetrack for Gary Cleve, 9.30, 4.10. Number 3, Micro Bold, Bill Cairns, 13.70 and 4.95, last up winner at Invercargill. 4, Lord Bijou, Mel Ruston at 9.75, 3.40. 5, Irish Kiwi, Ray Adcock, 5.10, 3.30. Number 6, I'm a Giddy, Maureen Stewart at 17.40 and 4.30. 7, Calm Angel, Bruce Dan, 10.05 and 4.85. And 8, Starfire Blue for John Allen, 9.45 and 4.85. The Southland Sprint, first leg of today's TAB treble at 3.25. Strategic investment for that race. Race number 3, and we got the strategic investment trifecta home last time. We suggest 50-cent trifectas here again. This combination will cost you just $8. 1, He's a Cracker, and 5, Irish Kiwi, the 2 Adcock representatives on top. For second, we throw in those 2, and also number 6, I'm a Giddy. And for third, we'll throw in 6 runners, numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So you've got plenty running for third there in the strategic investment on race 3. Race number 2, result through. 1, Our Star, the favourite, home first, 2.50, 1.75. Number 2, Rubomania second, 2.15. 6, God's Jewel, third at $3.10. The Quinella 1 and 2, $9.50. And the trifecta 1, 2, and 6, $74.80. Not a bad return for the strategic investment on the second. Well, the next live race on Trackside comes from the Gallops up there at the Counties Racing Club in Pukekohe. Let's join George Simon.
Thanks, Mark. And back here at Counties, the riders just coming out to mount up for the Franklin Club Syndicate 1400. This is the second leg of the TAB double. Just looking at the favourite on the tote, appears to be number 11, Rose Air, the mount of Jim Collett at $3 and $1.15 at the moment. As I mentioned, over 1,400 metres this event. Rose Air has some good form in the bad ground, the wet track conditions, heavy track here today at Counties. The locals have had a pretty good day here, the locally trained runners, and joining me is one of the local trainers here, Bob Walker from Pukekohe. And Bob, yourself included in that local success. You ran second in the first race today with Blue Thunder Lady, a nice run too.
Yeah, very gutsy effort, George. She come from a long way back, and But she got skittled on the corner, and that just cost her, and that was it, you know. But very gutsy performance.
I understand you're up for a fair bit in bonuses too.
Yeah, with the famous scheme and the local club bonus here, which is a very generous thing, I think that's what we were after.
And I think it was about $7,000 all up.
Yeah, it was too, yeah. It was very good.
Now, of course, in this next race, you've got number 6, Brightside, in the event. How do you rate its chances?
Well, if she can handle the ground, she'll go very well. But that's a bit of an iffy question, the ground, George. She handled it at the trials the other day. Went very well at the trials the other day, running along in front. And today, we're going to run along in front and just see how things go.
Your apprentice rider, Sarah Campbell, has the mount on Brightside today?
Yes, she is. Yes, she likes her and she rides her work. And she's working very well, actually. But the tracks have been a little bit better working than what it is today.
Now, talking about Sarah, of course, you must be very, very proud of her and she being apprenticed to you.
Yeah, over the moon, George. Yes, done a very good job. She's after the apprenticeship premiership, and I hope she gets it because she deserves it, because she's a good worker, good kid, and I think she'll go a long way.
The win in the DB Draft Auckland Cup must have obviously been a great thrill to everyone involved.
Oh yes, George, it was a hell of a thrill. I think, you know, it was the biggest thrill to me as it was for her, and you know, it was very, very good, unbelievable.
How long has she been with your stable?
Well, she's been with me 3 years nearly. She's only been riding 22 months, I think, and she's just ridden the 90th winner. She's up to 92, I think, now. She's done very well, you know, and she tries hard.
I understand she also represented the country in Macau.
Yes, she did. She enjoyed a trip, and I think it was a great experience for her. It helps in all ways, you know, like growing up stage and the experience of riding over there. I think it was just a great experience for her, full stop.
She's not afraid to travel the length and breadth of the country in search of winners, is she?
No, she's not, George. No, I think it's a good thing for them to travel and ride in the central districts as well, especially midweek, because they learn so much. They ride a little bit looser down there and gives them a bit more confidence. And I think all apprentices should go down there, and because it just gives them a bit more confidence that they need. And this is why Sarah's come on so good, I think, because she's travelled a lot, ridden a lot, and I let her go where she wants to go, really.
Okay. So she wears the pants.
Well, yeah, I hope she does. No, George, I like her to go down there and ride down there, and she likes riding down there too. And I think it's another thing is that she got a good association with a lot of trainers down there. Well, Wanganui weekend, she's going to Wanganui. She's got a full book of rides straight away, so, you know, it's good.
It's a two-way thing, obviously.
Of course it is, yes, definitely.
Thanks for joining us, Bob. We have to head round to the start for the second leg of the double. Good luck with Brightside in the race.
Yeah, thanks very much, George.
Bob Walker, the local trainer, joining us here at Counties today as we head round to the start with the compliments of our DB Draft Racing Service for the Franklin Club Syndicate over 1,400 metres. And joining me once again, Keith Hobb. Second leg of the double here, Hobby, and even old go too. The favourite, number 11, Rosier, the locally trained.
Yes, $2.90 and $1.20 on the tote because Jimmy Collett's aboard, and that might be one of the reasons it's such a shortener, of course, trained by his brother here on the track. So we're talking about horses for courses and top riders once again, but it hasn't been working so far. $2.90, $1.20. Rosier does like the soft ground. It is a Conquista Rose. We just saw one of them win the last race, but we just had another heavy shower, so it's getting deeper and deeper.
And Rosier disappointed last time out, but prior to that, a good second at Tirapa. Country's leading rider, Jim Collett, aboard the favourite at $2.95 and $1.20. So another shower about to make its presence felt here at Counties. So we look now at number 2, which is Brightside, backing up again after racing at Ottawa Park on Saturday. And I rate the horse a chance too, Keith, at $8.30 and $2.30.
Ooh, not much form, mate, but Is By Racing is fun. They handle any sort of ground, and of course Bob Walker, the man you just had there a moment ago, did he tip it to you in that interview or not?
Yeah, I think he did. Well, he thought if the track was a little bit better, Brightside, it would have suited it. It has been working well, but Call Me Melody, the horse we're looking at here, number 2, as I say, backing up after Saturday at racing Saturday at Ottawa Park.
Well, yes, by Blazing Keel, and they're another that go on any ground as well. Blazing Keel's very handy horses, and by Charlene Thompson, you're getting all sorts of odds, $8.30 and $2.30 in a small field.
From the Kenyon and Brown stable, we have number 1, The Jumper. Katie Donald is the rider here at $11 and $3.40, and a horse that has won 5 of its 50 race day appearances.
And from the Ken Brown stable, and of course, as we well know, they're very fit and strong horses trained in the hills at Cambridge by Kenny Brown. Looks particularly well, and it will be fit enough to go through the ground for sure. In fact, Rosier is going to be the first one to go up as they go into the stalls in the all-white. There's Call Me Melody just to go in, and there we have the jumper. Strong type and will be fit, that's for sure.
Talking about strong types, Keith, been watching the World Cup and in particular Jonah Lomu.
Oh, amazing, isn't he? He's absolutely amazing. Talk about watching the World Cup. I'd made my biggest blue in life. I sat up till 16 minutes to go last night, and I thought the Samoans had it. Went to bed, listened to the news this morning, and was I dirty? How they got up, I'll never know, but it must have been an amazing game. Anyway, we better go and have a talk about this game right out here. We've got a couple to go in. So lighting away. In fact, the last two, the jumper goes up. And we have Bright Side behind the stalls. Back to 1,400 metres this occasion. Musket Cove is ready. PGB is set to go. Rob's Dream has drawn out a little. Small field, though. They're off and away. And Fancy Sandy drifted out, and so too now Call Me Melody back to second last, and first away was Bright Side. Raced out then behind it is Musket Cove, the second horse, then working up Broa Martius on the outside. The jumper's handy today. A length and a half, the hot favourite Rose Air, then followed round on the outside of it is Rob's Dream. 2.5 to Misdemeanor, then PGB, and getting back Call Me Melody and Fancy Sandy. So they work down now about 1,000 metres to go, and it's Musket Cove by a length on Bright Side. There's the jumper lying third. Then on the outside, Broa Martius. Rosier appears to be going okay next. About 2.5 back as they work across the top is Rob's Dream. They're starting to spread out from Misdemeanor. Well back Fancy Sandy, then Call Me Melody, and PGB is last. About 700 metres out, and it's still Musket Cove, but being tackled now by the jumper, swept round very quickly with Bright Side. Broa Martius is camped in behind them, so too Rosier as they make the turn. Rob's Dream, another contender as they swing in from Misdemeanor. About 450 metres to go. The jumper has taken the lead in the heavy, going in from Bright Side. Rosier's going to go between the two. The favourite out wider here, Broa Martius, and down the outside, Rob's Dream is putting in a bid as well. In fact, it's a leading bid. Rob's Dream right out wide. Misdemeanor's coming with it. So Rob's Dream and Misdemeanor on the very outside. It might have levelled. Rob's Dream, Misdemeanor might be doing a shade the better out wide, and Rosier now asked upon by Jimmy, but not good enough. Misdemeanor the outside. Rob's Dream down to a nice old go. Rob's Dream found a little more. This is going to be a beauty run. Misdemeanor beat Rob's Dream and nose. Third was Rosier, then followed a mile back Fancy Sandy, followed Broa Martius. Next behind them was Call Me Melody. Next behind that lot then as they went across the jumper, Musket Cove was next from Bright Side, and PGB was last home. Close, all right. I think number 3 Misdemeanor, and a late riding change there with Tommy Nicol, having to be stood down from the remainder of his engagements earlier today due to injury. And I think it's Bruce Paul, the rider aboard Misdemeanor. We'll confirm that shortly as we go to the auto check replay over the final stages. And it's Misdemeanor on the outside, and on the inside of it Rob's Dream, who ran a bit. It's been a long day, Hobby, I'll give you the tip. But I think Bruce Paul is the rider on this, although don't quote me on that, with number 3 Misdemeanor, Keith. Looks like Brucey too, but here they go once again, a ding-dong go. It's a bit more, I think, this time. I think he's run at about a half head on the outside. Rob's Dream fought back strongly, but Rosier, Jimmy, just can't do it, can he?
He's been thereabouts, but not quite finishing it off. And Rosier in third position. This photo for first, though. And Misdemeanor right down the outside of the track. And a 5-year-old gelding by Engagement. I think we'll just get up to beat number 10 Rob's Dream, Keith.
Looks very much like Brucey Paul, and that's his style too on the outside. Good on him. A strong run came to the very, very outside. Looks like Rob's Dream's got it won here. And there's Rosier in the green and gold. And on the inside, fighting strongly for Jimmy. Not good enough, though, as Misdemeanor down the outside, and Brucey Paul, he got the whip tangled up here, I think, did he? But anyway, his hands and heels, he went back to that and kicking it right out. So Brucey Paul will get it, I think, about a half head from Rob's Dream. Look at them come together, yeah, running about again or out or in or whatever you said. But I think it was the inside horse coming out on the leader, so no worries. I wouldn't think the whistle would go.
So coming back at the head of the field, number 3 Misdemeanor, a 5-year-old gelding by Engagement out of Maybe Fun, is owned by AH and L Tufnell, trained by A Tufnell at Avondale, and Bruce Paul it is, the successful rider. Gets the call, number 3 Misdemeanor ahead of 10 Rob's Dream and 11 Rosier. So bad news for bad luck for Tommy Nicol. Having to forego the ride aboard, number 3, Misdemeanor. The bad news for Tommy Nicholas, good news for Brucey Paul, last minute ride for him, and he makes it a winning one. We await the dividends on the second leg of the double here. Let's have a look at the odds for the Southland Sprint. Race 3 from Christchurch. 1 He's a Cracker, 195 and 60 cents only the place. 2 Chariot Delight at 13.20 and 3.20. 3 Micro Bold, 9.40, 2.65. 4 Lord Bijou at 18 and 5.30. 5 Irish Kiwi, 4.65, 2.40. 6 I'm a Giddy, 9.70 and 3.30. Number 7 Calm Angel, 16 and 3.65. And 8 Starfire Blue at 9.50 and $3.85. 25 minutes past 3, the race start time for the next from Christchurch. 3 Misdemeanor has paid $10.30 and $2.65. 10 Rob's Dream second at $1.60 and 11 Rose Air at $1.60 as well. 3 and 10 Quinella paid $19.85. The trifecta 3, 10 and 11, $131.90. The margins were half ahead, 1 1/4 lengths, 7 lengths, 1:32 was the time. TAB double today, 13 New Model and 3 Misdemeanor, $86.50. The concession with number 10 Rob's Dream, $13.55. Moving to race 9 here at Counties, the Jarvis trading 1300, 1 Code Red, Teresa McDonald claiming 2, 390 and 205. 2 Seneca View, Tony Allen, 705 and 230. 3 is Breakers, Jim Collett, 580, 160. Scratch numbers 4 and 5. Also take out 6. 7 Pips Parade, Liana Horse claims 3, 19.55 and $5 even. 8 is Carver. Kim Hickey claiming 4.5 at 18.80 and 5.30. 9 is out. 10 Vanity, Lee Rutherford, $10.30 and $3.35. 11 Go Johnny, Kelly Hazelwood, $7.10 and $2.30. 12 is Elastic, Sarah Campbell, 34 and 9.40. 13 Betty Windsor, Matthew Williamson, 9.20, 2.80. 14 is 42nd Street, Peter Timms, 14.90 and 4.65. 15 Rapport, David Peake at $10.85 and $3.55. Scratch 16, 17 and 18. Number 19 Classic Bow, Justin Haitana at $35 and $8.75. And you can scratch number 20. So that's the odds for race number 9. In the meantime, let's head back down to QE2 and Mark Rosanowski.
Thanks very much, George. About 3 minutes away from the start here. Race number 3, the Southland Sprint. The first leg of today's TAB Treble. And the Eukanuba Greyhound Racing Service takes us over to the 330-metre start. Class 4 and 5 greyhounds. Some pretty smart animals going over 330 metres here. And the favourite is number 1, He's a Cracker, at $1.70 and 70 cents. Can just tell you too, I've been notified by the Chief Stipendiary Steward, Chris McDonald, that number 4, Riverland Prime, in the last race, which did tail off by some considerable distance, did break down, and there's every likelihood that greyhound will be retired. But there's number 1, He's a Cracker, in the race coming up. And a rather short favourite, recent form. Last start 4th here at QE2 Park, and a race won by Quick Talk. Came out of box 5 on that occasion. That was back on May the 3rd. Prior to that, it ran a very good second behind Unity on this track on the 26th of April. So number 1, He's a Cracker, $1.70 and 70 cents. Commentator today is Trevor Wilkes, and with his thoughts on race number 3. Trevor, we've got Ray Adcock with 2 runners here. He's a Cracker, which is the favourite, and in shot there, number 5, Irish Kiwi. And although its form's not too flash, and although the draw's not that good, I think Irish Kiwi could be a chance here. What do you think?
Well, Mark, he's won it before from box 5. You know, he jumps good. He's a Cracker's really got the draw to win this race. I think he's a deserved favourite. And I think the punters are right on the mark here. He's a Cracker, $1.75 at the moment. But I think he looks a shot side from the 1 box. And Irish Kiwi, very capable sprinter. If this fella can jump out of the boxes, they'll know he's in the race today. But I just feel as though He's a Cracker's got the draw to win.
On the toe too, those greyhounds, as you can see. I think that was because the box lids just came up over the 330-metre mark there, and 1 or 2 of the greyhounds getting a bit of a stir-up. In Australia, that's stir-up's quite a common thing. I know at Wentworth Park, they actually run the bunny past the greyhounds. That stirs them well and truly up. before they go to the boxes. In the background there is number 8, Starfire Blue. And Trevor, this greyhound made a bit of a mark. It's only had 7 starts in this country. It's a former Australian by Bougainville out of Linda Eileen. 7 starts in New Zealand for 4 wins and 1 placing. 1 start back this campaign for a 5th down at Invercargill, but drawn out of box 8, probably some sort of a chance.
Well, Mark, this greyhound's got a very big reputation, Starfire Blue. And I don't know whether he's going to be suited out there, or she. She's a bitch, of course, by Bougainville. Starfire Blue's got a big reputation. You know, it's a big ask to get around a field like this, but Starfire Blue has got a lot of speed, and I think it'll be improved for that Invercargill run. But I still feel as though it's got the job ahead of it.
Wee bit of support about for it too on the tote. 6.55 and 1.65 the money for Starfire Blue, and I agree with Trevor, it should be improved on its Invercargill run, but it may need another run here as well. It's meeting some pretty smart customers in this event. 1.75 and 85 cents the money. But He's a Cracker, fairly close to a start. Race 3, the Southland Sprint. First leg of today's TAB treble. Other greyhounds under double figures. Well, we've seen 5 Irish Kiwi at 5.72.10 and 8 Starfire Blue at 6.55, 1.65. The only other greyhound under double figures is number 3, Micro Bold, and it's showing 8.65 for a win. And Trevor, number 3, Micro Bold, on occasions, looks pretty smart.
It does, doesn't it? Very impressive at Invercargill, I thought. You know, it cleared right away and won, you know, won very easily indeed. It just tends to get back a bit here at QE2. Runs up, you know, runs the race out very, very strongly, and you'll see him coming right down the very outside of the track. But you know, there could be just 1 or 2 here a wee bit too quick for him. The likes of He's a Cracker, Irish Kiwi, but it should be a good race, this one, Mark.
Yes, it's Micro Bold's first trip to the top grade, and he may need the experience against the guns. All clear is through. And the greyhound's about to be locked forward for race 3 today. QE2 Park, the Southland Sprint. First leg of today's TAB treble to be run on races 3, 4 and 5. Don't forget, Pick 6 starts on race 5 today, a $50,000 guaranteed pool. Last few getting placed away. I'm a Giddy's going to be the last in box 6. Maureen Stewart places the greyhound in. They're set to go. Chris McDonald's going to start this race with Pat Cagney. Chris waves the all clear through. Bunny in motion. Round it comes. And with his call on race number 3 today, here's Trevor Wilkes.
And racing, He's a Cracker, won the jump, and Chariot Delight has gone up on the outside, and then Calm Angel getting the rails runners Micro Bold and trying to get around the Mima Giddy. And further back there we go, Lord Be Due and Starfire Blue. Around the bend, the favourite doing it nicely. He's a Cracker, 2 or 3 in front. Calm Angel trying very hard, but the favourite's home. He's a Cracker, Calm Angel getting home for 3rd, Chariot Delight. Irish Kiwi in on the rail, and they're followed by Lord Be Due. A wee break back, there we go, Micro Bold, and back behind that, I'm a Giddy, and Starfire Blue was back at the tail. Here's the 3rd, taken out by the hot favourite, He's a Cracker. He's a Cracker has got home to win it. 7, Calm Angel 2nd, and 2, Chariot Delight would get up to take that 3rd place.
The favourite number 1, He's a Cracker. Let's get it right. Favourite number 1, He's a Cracker, is home first. Let's have a look at the replay here. And He's a Cracker bounces beautifully the inside. So too does Chariot Delight. Greyhound coming back to the track after a couple of months off. And it sits outside the leader at this stage. Here's Calm Angel through on the inside. Spoke to Bruce Dan earlier on, and she's coming back from a lengthy break too, and she goes a bold one. In behind them there is Irish Kiwi. Bit of trouble goes on this corner. You may be able to pick it up on this particular shot, but around the bend it's He's a Cracker in front from 7, Calm Angel, and 2, Chariot Delight. Starfire Blue was in all sorts of bother there. She didn't look happy coming around that corner at all. You can see a buck in the air. But down the straight, He's a Cracker in control, out by 3 to 4 lengths there on Calm Angel. And a Chariot Delight keeping up a bold run. Number 1, He's a Cracker home first. 7, Calm Angel 2nd. And as we freeze on 3rd, looks like 2 check all right. Chariot Delight 3rd, ahead of 5, Irish Kiwi. Let's have a look at the head-on shot and see what we can see in the Southland Sprint. He's a Cracker, out nicely, straight across to the rail. Plenty of space there for it to move. Chariot Delight getting out well too, but that does cuss the move. Comes out of it, going around that bend. Calm Angel whipped across into 3rd place. Irish Kiwi's next, appeared to have its chance. The others getting around that bend quite safely, so no excuses certainly in the early running. Though as we saw in that other shot, coming into the straight, Starfire Blue looked to be in trouble. There's the winner, number 1, He's a Cracker. A fawn dog by This Nation out of John Jean Lass is raced by the 10 Up Syndicate, made up of Pakuranga Golf Club members and Murray Sargent. came up and saw me at Auckland there and introduced himself, so congratulations to Murray. And also Ray Houghton is in there as well. He's the professional up there at the Pakuranga Golf Club. The greyhound trained by Ray Adcock at Homebush. And after the break, we'll bring you the official result of race number 3 from the Christchurch Greyhound Racing Club.
Pine Gould Guinness are New Zealand's leading standard bred auctioneers.